I take off?
Hey, I'm back here. Hey, Billy, hang on a sec. Billy, I'm here with Billy. Billy Zig. He lives in Australia. What were you going to show us, Billy?
I won't. So did I just disable my camera? Oh, now I know how to do it. Hey, guess what I've been doing? And you guys are going to, I'll enable my camera. And this is crazy. You're going to think, oh, this guy's mad. But this is me with my, like, bad hairdo right now. Because we're in lockdown, right? So we're going to get bad haircuts and everything. So, at the end of the cigarette butts, and they have those little balls, like you can crush the cigarette butts, those ones? Like you can crush them and give them a menthol taste. So what I did, and you're going to think I'm mad, but I've collected these little things. And inside of there, of these little balls at the end of the cigarette butts, man, try and light one up. They explode on you. So I've collected them, and I want to do an experiment. I've got about 1,000 of them in here that people have shared with me, and I'm going to blow them up. And sorry, that was crazy, but I'm telling you, so tell me these poisons that we're putting into our body aren't having an effect on everything in our lives. I'm going to disable my camera. That was a really silly topic, but I heard someone, and we're talking about virus now, and I now say to people, so what's the difference between a virus, a toxin, bacteria, influenza, an infection? No one really knows, but here we are. Last year we were saying, oh, I caught the flu. No one ever says, I caught a virus. No one has. You caught a flu. You were sick. You're in the wrong, you were just, your system was down, right? Is degraded. I don't know. I'm not a friggin', I'm not a virologist or an expert on this topic, but I think something's wrong. How about you, Karen? I'm going to stop talking. Karen?
Sorry, I'm here. I couldn't get my mute button off quick enough.
I was wondering whether I took over, and I was like, hang on.
We've come together here because we're just a bit shocked about our situation.
I'm gonna go make my hair cool, and I'll come on with a video. Wait.
We are waiting in anticipation for Billy. What's he doing? What's he doing, Billy?
Oh, Karen. Where are we going? Where's this world going? What do you reckon? What's happening?
Well, I'm just about to put a video out where someone has asked whether we are actually at World War III. And the other one is there's lots of documentation going around saying that, that thing can cause, we need to get rid of our money. We want to go digital.
Sorry?
Getting rid of money, being a cashless society.
No, we can't do that either, because that means someone's going to control us.
Well, we're being controlled now. Look, in less than 2 weeks, they've got a complete lockdown on the world.
Yeah, so do we want a new control? That's what I've been doing. I've been trying to rationalize what's going on, just like you. So are we happy with our controllers? No. Do we want new controllers? Not really. I don't want like the mark of the beast, because that's the next level. You've seen ID 2020. Well, they are going, and you know what? Donald Trump is, I don't really friggin' know. I used to like him. I was a big fan of Donald Trump since 1996, even 2000. I used to read his books, and I probably mentioned it before on a few channels, but then I was told to hate him, and now I'm told to love him. So I'm being played like a fool, I feel like. Love him, hate him, love him, hate.
You don't trust any of them. They're all a bunch of actors.
I don't know, actually, man. Maybe he is good, maybe he's not. I don't know.
No, he's not. The actors were lying to us last week and the last year, and they're still lying to us.
I'm going to take the stance that they've always lied to us, and they'll continue to do so because they've got a lot to lose, man. Like, as if Donald Trump. So, and in Revelation, it talks about when the final trumpet sounds, there will be penance. And coincidentally, he is Donald Trump. We have Mike Pence, the the vice president. You know, this is biblical shit. Are they playing it out to their, like, are they reading the Bible and going, well, let's just do it like this? Or is the Bible calling the shots? That's what I'm trying to work out. I didn't even read the Bible. I haven't read the Bible, in fact. But I haven't read the whole book. But I don't know what to say, Karen. I don't know. The more I do read of it, I love it.
I did find this really strange, but I noticed it was happening a few good weeks ago because I'm a luxury is my job for people. You know, I'm one of the extras. I clean people's houses, so when money gets tight, they get rid of me.
Right.
Well, my job started going weeks ago. And then last week they went donk, 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 all gone.
Me too. I build websites for a living and I do search engine optimization. So right now I've got harbour cruise companies in Sydney that have closed their doors till April 27th, I think it is. They're not even allowed to operate on the harbour. This guy has had his company for 50 years and operating on Sydney Harbour. And he's beside himself, man. I'm telling you, we all are. I've lost everything. I've lost all my income that I had every month. Like I'm down to.
I know. You know, it's a really weird thing. You know, if jobs come up, you go. If jobs come up, you'd go. Oh no, I don't really fancy being a till worker. But now that would be the best job to have.
Man, I've got so many. So since I was a kid, I've had like maybe 20 different industries. Like I've cleaned windows. I've been a fitter and turner, so I can mill. I can turn lathes. I can do milling. I can like do so many things. I can cook. You know what? I don't really care. I'm not even worried, to be honest, Karen. I'll go help.
Because we're all in on it, aren't we? There's thousands and thousands of people who've lost their jobs, and then there'll be the knock-on effect. Because you know, my son's a roofer. He will not get roofing work, and I won't get cleaning work.
It doesn't really matter.
It's just totally affecting so many people.
I get you, man, but maybe we don't need roofs. Maybe we need to help people. You know, I said to a friend of mine yesterday, and I'm going to try this like in my head, but you know, when like I've been sick before and I'm like, oh, I'm going to die. And individually to me, that meant everything, because when I got better, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to live. So imagine collectively in this world, if we all going
like
through
we're
this.
on a holiday in our home.
Collectively, we go, we're going to live. We're going to change after this. Whether you like it or not, is going to
be. Billy, nothing's going to be the same after this.
No, never. So whether it's going to be control of a new government, control of our current government, or the people just going, hey, we've had enough of this, right? Because you lied. And I've got a lot of people that know this is bullshit. How can it be that all the celebrities, like celebrity bingo, coronavirus, to wake up tomorrow, there'll be a new celebrity, and coincidentally, they've got unscrupulous backgrounds. Every one of them has got questionable backgrounds behind them. You know, what the heck is going on? We don't really know. And I hope, you know, all this Q thing, Q. I didn't even know about Q. Like I've heard about Q, and I was like, oh, what are those wankers? If they're not talking about like, you know, the shape of the earth or, you know, questioning science, I'm sorry, I don't know if we can talk about that anymore, but because you can't say anything. People are going to, oh, you can't question the shape of the earth. That's been solved already.
Well, you can't. This is all part of the big lie, though. It's all part of
everything,
it.
Isn't it? You know, and I go on channels, you know, something, oh, no, you can't say that. I don't even know what to say anymore. So what can is that freedom of speech? Not really. Come on here, don't say that. So anyway, I'm me, and my name is Billy Ziggy. You look me up, and you're going to see what I think. And I reckon we're being lied to in all aspects of life. What about you, Karen?
Yeah, I agree. And, you know, for me, it all fits in because it's a lie about history. It's a lie on medication. It's a lie on education. It's just all a lie. It's all part of the same thing.
Absolutely. You know, absolutely. I just don't know where to draw the line to the lies. You go, no, they didn't lie to me.
If people are listening in, once you start looking up, there's layers and layers and layers and layers and layers and layers and layers.
But the thing is, Karen, excuse me for interrupting you, because I'm told it's hard. Like when you have a face-to-face, you know when you can see, you can do that dialogue, but over this internet, it's hard to tell when you finish it. So anyway,
yeah, you're slightly behind me.
Yeah, I think so. We're lagging slightly, so it always affects me. And we're just got to keep going. Everyone's got to keep going and go. Don't, if someone's on a path of knowledge, you can't shut them off because they might find something that was relevant to this whole thing. And even this whole flat Earth discussion, we can't say that. But you know what? Funny thing is, all Google algorithms have changed. So I'm a search engine guy. I work with a lot of clients, and if you type flat Earth, like for the last 5 years, it was flat Earth Society, flat Earth Society. Type it now, and even the algorithm has changed. So something's happening. I'm getting more views on my channels. Everyone is reporting the same. There seems to be a lift if you want to type anything relating to, adrenochrome or anything like adrenochrome. I hope you guys have researched that. Type that. It was shadow banned for so long, and now everything's. So is there a deep state versus white hat fight? What do you reckon, Karen? Do you reckon there's good guys in government and bad guys in government, or do you reckon they're all bad?
No, I reckon they wanted it all like the corporate thing. It's the business. We're running a business. We're a business.
So you know how, excuse me for interrupting you again, do you know how we are white hats? We are actually white hats, but a very small scale. Do you reckon there's not some insiders in the government that go, hey, this is not going to happen under our watch?
No, they're all in
no?
it together.
Yeah, that's what I started
And that's
thinking.
why we've got a world thing going on right now, because they're all in it together.
But what about, what freaks me out, right? And I've been, as I said, I didn't even know about QAnon. A couple of weeks I've been researching this. My sister sent it to me. She's like, watch this video. At the end of it, I was like, holy, I have actually got some hope, because if it's true that they are around and we do have some, they've been, there's been a lot of predictions they've done. And that's not good either. That's prophecy. I get it as well. That means we're going to trust whatever they say is going to be true if they come through as the winners. But you know what? You're a white hat, in my opinion, and I'm a white hat, and you get black hats, the other guys, the bad guys.
I just think it's so disgusting that they go this far. What I think is that when Boris stands up, the reason that they've got no feelings on their faces is because they've done it weeks and weeks ago, and we weren't in it then, so they don't have any feelings. Does he look like, everybody should be panicking like mad?
With who, sorry?
We're in a world recession here right now.
Did you say Boris?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a shocker. If anyone can't see, he's the biggest deceiver in this world. It's he's a really bad man. I saw that when he was the mayor or whatever he was. I live in Australia, and I'm not even inflicted by your decision, the decisions they make in your country, but I see them. That guy was propped up. I bet you he loves Jimmy Savile and he loves all those guys, and I bet you he's like, and what about Trump? I don't trust him either, to be honest, because I don't really know him. I don't really trust him.
You're never going to get to know him because they deep fake. It's all deep fake. I mean, he's like a panda bear. A few weeks ago, Billy, I was doing many more videos of slowing the footage down and showing that these people weren't real. But we've kind of gone past that now, and we're stuck where we are now. So I've been doing videos about where we are now.
Yeah, but how about we hold on tight, because now is not the future, and the past is not representative of the future or now. So
they've got us all in our homes. Come on, Billy. It's like we've gone to war. My mum said that. She's in her 80s.
I'm telling you, I've been telling people that, Karen. I've been saying we have started a world war with not a bullet or a spear being fired. It's ridiculous what we're going through. But
you know what, though? They're very good at doing it, because if you talk to the Americans, they'll say, well, you run everything. But we look at them and go, no, Trump's the top man. What are they telling to the Chinese? What are they telling to the Greek? They're telling everybody different things.
Sorry to I kept interrupting, and that's a huge problem, because I've been married for 28 years now, and I remember when I first got married that my wife would think she'd run the house. I thought I'd run the house, and then we came to the conclusion that we both run the house, right? Oh, she doesn't run it, neither do I. Everyone's doing this together, and I think division causes, war. Yeah, that's where war starts from. because
But even that's not
I don't.
real. We're going to be put into something because they're doing something else, and they're going to call it whatever they want because
How do
that's
we
what they
know?
do.
How do we know?
Listen,
What about?
Billy, before we came online, I told you there was all this clapping. I thought, what the hell's going on? So I opened the window, and the man said that they'd nationally gone for a big clap for the national health and all the people who work. And I said, but the virus isn't real. This man said, suit yourself, and he carried on clapping. But I just
I
out my
agree.
window, here just a minute ago.
Hey Karen, check this out. My sister, she's doing I shouldn't have said it, but now I did. She's doing traffic control. Like that's what she's doing because she, whatever. She actually enjoys the job. It's cool. But she goes out to do traffic control, and then people go, "What are you doing out? You should be at home." Hang on, but you're out and you're telling me to go home? Oh, but I'm going to the supermarket. Well, I'm trying to do my job, right? Simple as that. And guess what she did yesterday? So in Melbourne, Australia, man, I'm gonna get my ass kicked for this. Melbourne, Australia, we're in lockdown, but the libraries are shut down. Schools haven't, but they've shut the libraries down.
Do you know what's really crazy, Billy? Billy, just say we were a flat map. Doesn't matter if we were around one. But
if
if it's already going to America, how the hell does it get back to Australia?
I'm sorry?
If we're a flat map, like the one they show us, so you've got America one side, you've got Russia the other side, or it's gone through from China across, how the hell does it get back to Australia?
Do you know there are two, the globe Earth maps, which are the Mercator map and the Gauss-Peter projection map, they're both wrong too. So we're actually, from scientists who tell us we don't even though it's 2020 and we know all this about everything, we don't even have a real model of our Earth, a real map of our Earth.
Billy, listen to this, right? You've got the White Cliffs of Dover.
I was gonna say, can I just say this last thing? Because otherwise, clip stream me, and you'll never hear it come from my mouth again. So my sister, she's a traffic controller. This is what I was saying before. Oh my God, this is a rare occasion that I remember what I was talking about. But my sister, she's was working. So they've shut down the libraries in Australia. They've shut everything down. She was working at a library in Melbourne yesterday. Guess what they were working on? 5G. They were installing 5G towers and the cabling system whilst the libraries are shut down. What do you reckon about that?
What I think is that somebody put a comment on they put a comment on my page to say, well, we've had 5G for a long time, that a lot of routers are 5G, but I saw someone the plain truth. They said they put a video out, and this woman could see stuff happening at school, and they said they were putting fiber optics in. So maybe it's not 5G that's going in. Maybe they're putting fiber optics in.
That's what my sis was working on. They were working on the fiber optic cables that connect to the 5G towers. So you're not going to connect a copper wire to the 5G tower. Come on, are these guys really scientific when they're answering these questions? So, man, this is like, imagine what are you going to do? Set a copper wire to the 5G tower? You're going to send fiber optic, and it'll hop from one pole to the next, to the next, to the next, through fiber optic, because that's the fastest way to send light. Fiber optic is light, sending light through a signal. So what do they want to do? Go through a copper wire and go on 5G? Mate, if I had to listen to every sheep in this world, I'd be a sheep too.
Well, I don't think it's 5G, but there's something they're doing. I mean, are they sort of, is it CERN? Are they wiring into CERN or something? I don't know. I think there's something else happening here, but I don't know what it is, but we're in the middle of it.
5G is not even activated yet. So what they're going to do...
the virus, right, is airborne. So why keep us in our houses? If it's coming through, we're all going to get it because we're in our houses. It'll come across. What are they going to do? Spray us with it. They're going to spray us with the virus.
Hey, Karen, can you have a live virus outside of the human body?
No, I don't think they're real either. I think that we've been lied about them as well.
You said it. a live virus is an oxymoron. You can't have a virus outside of your body. What a virus does is it starts inside of your body to defeat the toxins, poisons, and the influenza, this flu you have, this sickness you have, this disease, or this dis of your ease, and that's where it's coming from. So when you have a virus, when you have a sickness in your body, you'll get a virus. And I'm not an expert in this topic, but I know the basics of it. You get it, because I've got kids and I've seen what they go through, and they'll snot on me. And I don't even get I didn't get a sickness. All my family can be sick in my house. I don't get the flu. Never have for 20. Actually, since I think it was 1992 or some shit like that. Man, I've never flu, even though everyone in my house does, because a virus is God's way of ridding all the toxins from your body. That's why when you get a virus,
really, I don't get ill very often, but I did have this thing a few weeks ago. And I felt so ill, and I lost like one of my inner voices. I just I was making videos, but I was thinking, oh, please come back, because I won't be able to do hangouts. But it lasted a couple of days and then it went. So you're saying that if you've got something like that, that's your body getting rid of stuff.
Absolutely. And, did we call it, last year I caught a virus? No, you said I caught the flu. So why is it all of a sudden we're saying we caught a virus? Like, are we virologists to understand the complexity? And I say to people, what's the difference, as I probably said before, the difference between a virus, toxin, poison, what is the difference? Bacteria? Oh, I caught bacteria. Yeah, there's bacteria on the table. But a virus needs a host. It needs the right heat. It needs everything to contain itself. It can't have a 7-day incubation. I get it that we do catch colds from other people. Do you really think hey, Karen, we've had 9 deaths in Australia. Do you really think our corrupt government here will shut down the national economy for 9 people? Mate, I know 9 people that committed suicide in the last couple of years. Did they shut down the economy for that? Let's have an inquiry on why my brother-in-law jumped in front of a train, which he actually did. Do we? No. But we get a 95-year-old woman who caught a virus, and I've got
Listen, there's something else as well, Billy. The planes haven't really been up for the last couple of days, and we've had clear skies here.
Yeah, and you know what? At night time, how calm is it lately? It's as calm as beautiful.
Because everybody's shut in their houses.
And you can't go anywhere anymore. Like, you can't even see what's at the beach or there.
That's what I'm saying. We're going to be I don't want to use the word global, but we're going to be in a world recession because, the restaurants will be closed, the clothes shops will be closed, everything's closed except the supermarkets, really.
Did you see, Karen, how many CEOs resigned in February? Like CEO.
Yeah, but they're telling us that, though, aren't they? We don't know. Nothing's been done publicly. Not really.
They dump their stock. And they trash the market. And I don't know what's going on. I don't have the answers. And I'll be so honest with you, say, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. If I'm here to say, I've got the answers. No, I don't. Neither do you, and neither does anyone else, because we're all speculating. We don't know nothing right now. We're left in the dark. We're locked in our homes.
Yeah, shut in our houses. Lost our job.
Lost our income, and the government's going to come and save us. That's all I know.
They don't have any money. They'll tell you we haven't got any money for anything. We can't look after anything. We can't do anything. And this comes along. Oh, there's all this money suddenly.
I know. And now, well said. And lucky, right, that we have Uber Eats ready to deliver to us. And we have all this.
Yeah, they do all right. Anything to do with food is doing all right. But that's it, isn't it, really?
Did you see that even the CEO of Uber Eats resigned? So imagine setting up a company over the last couple of years, this being the most opportunity time.
I know what people wanted. People wanted with these arrests that we were going to be in a better, clearer, what do you call the word? Honest world, but we're not. Not with that lot there. They all need to be arrested, the whole lot of them.
So
And
you're
and the people with the observatories as well, because they're lying if they think those stars are trillions of miles away.
what do you reckon, Karen? Are you anti-Q?
Pardon?
Are you against Q, or you just don't want to know
I
about
just
him?
never warmed to Q. And I know that Mr. Thrive and Survive, I think he stayed there till November last year. A couple of other people, they've said August.
That's
I don't
cool.
see, if they're telling us it's not real, because everything that's happening is being done behind our backs.
I like Mr. Thrive and Survive. Man, I've been following his channel for friggin' ages, and I love his voice. I love the way he's reasoned things, but he's not. He doesn't get it. And if that was back then, did you watch that video, Fall of Cabal? No, Fall Cabal. Oh my God, Karen. I'll send it to you after this thing, man, because everyone I've sent that to, and that's how actually I got introduced to this topic. My sister's like, "You got to watch this." I'm like, and it started off with, I don't know, Karen. This is the most.
Hey, Billy.
I have
Billy,
hope.
how is this making you feel then right now? Because that's what we said. We come on and talk about how we felt.
Can I tell you? Can I tell you right now? I
Go on.
finally, in all the glimmer, in all the darkness of researching conspiracy theories for 20 plus years, I finally have a glimmer of hope. How's that? A glimmer of hope that maybe, just like us, we've been fighting this evil, system. This thing we know is wrong. We don't even know what's wrong. I can't pinpoint it. I can't say it's that guy or that guy or that guy. But you know what? Well, we do know that we've been. I'm not sure if I could say this, but there are people that love children around this world. There are islands with this guy called
Billy, hang on a second. My son's calling me. Stay there.
I heard that noise. Yeah, cool.
Stay there a minute. I've just stopped the recording.
No worries.
Back, Billy. I've got to go and get my shopping, but I can go in the car. So I'm just going to put the recording back on. Oh, it's on anyway. I didn't turn it off, but I'll edit that bit. So start again. Carry on, Billy.
I think you were on mute because I didn't hear anything. So I was going to say if I can, get back on the train and the right train of thought. We've been told for many years. Yeah, I've got this. We've been told for many years that there were an elite group of people like doing bad things to children. Would you agree? Karen, I think you're on mute. I can see you're on mute.
Sorry. How could I don't know, because we're being told all this stuff, and now they're telling us even Tom Hanks is a paedophile, for God's sake.
Yeah, have you heard of a late in
Do you know what though? Can I say something, Billy?
Please.
I heard Ellen DeGeneres has been arrested. I don't know if that's true. There were other people, and these people are playing actors and being deep faked on the videos. I've made videos about this.
I don't believe it, because I'll believe it when I see it. I can't get there, but I know.
Listen, a whole lot of you are coming to go and get my shopping from my son. I've got to go and get my shopping, so you can all come with me. Come on, dog. Dogs can come as well. Come on.
Let's go.
We're going to get my shopping. My son, do you know what? You can go to the supermarkets, but you can get more online. And so my son did all his shopping online, so he's got my shopping for me.
We're so lucky that we still have a system that is there to cater for us. But you know what? I want to go back.
The biggest thing is though that toilet roll stuff. I mean, for goodness sake.
Is that a joke on humanity or what, Karen?
I think it's all to do with paper, dirt. It's all to give us the feeling of dirty toilet paper.
There was a movie.
They want us panicking. They wanted to see people. They wanted to see queues that they could film with people outside the shops or go into the shops to try and get toilet paper and hand creams and things like that.
Yeah, and there was a movie. Maybe about, I don't know, 15 years ago with Sandra Bullock and Sylvester Stallone, where they had the social distancing. I can't remember what it's called. It's like Demolition Man. But I asked my wife. She said it was called Demolition Man. And they had this social distancing. He went to shake their hand. Oh, no, we don't shake hands. And then it was like, oh, I'm going to go to the toilet. And he goes to the toilet and there's 3 seashells in the toilet with no toilet paper. So we've got social distancing, toilet, I don't know. That freaked me out. I was like, and I know that was like left. So anyway, I'm going to go back onto the topic of this disclosure that we're currently going through for the last couple of years. They told us Hillary Clinton was like doing bad things. They told us Tom Hanks was doing bad things. Ellen DeGeneres, have you seen that video with Ellen with Sandra Bullock saying that they circumcise baby penises from China and they rub it on their faces? The whole crowd laughed and applauded at her for keeping a young face because of that. Who else? What about all the pedophiles in the Vatican that have been now deep state arrested, right? So I can only hope. See, Karen, because I've been in darkness for so many years. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm in the car going to get my shopping. My engine's going, but carry on.
Because I've lived in darkness of conspiracy theories for many years with all these people that have been, systematically effing the world. And then I see a group come out and go, hey, we're going to do this and that, and we're going to fight this. Can I go against them? No, I'm not going to go against them. I want to remain skeptical because it could be a new group of controllers. It could be a new group of controllers that go, hey, I'll shut them down. Come and trust me. I'm not going to do that either, right? So I'm going to remain skeptical to the very day I die. That's my pun. I'm serious as well. I don't trust anything, and you know me. Like people are going to think I'm freaking crazy, but I question everything, including the shape of the earth, everything, because when I'm living in a day of age that I am, where I can't get truth to my answers, real answers. Have you ever seen 2 scientists debating coronavirus on TV? Karen? It's all yours. I can't keep talking.
I'm here. I'm driving.
I know. I'm
joking. Getting my shopping.
But have you ever seen?
Say that question again.
Have you ever seen 2 scientists debating coronavirus on TV? We haven't in Australia. We don't get all we get is from the, I watch the politicians and they almost sound like reporters on TV. It's like not much difference between a reporter on Channel 7 to my Prime Minister talking. It's just the same crap, right? So have you ever seen 2 people, 2 scientists actually, 2 virologists, whatever you call those guys, debating the topic? No, we're just getting our government telling us what we need to know. Be scared. Be scared. That's all I hear.
No, we're just being told all these lies all the time, Billy.
Absolutely. That's why. So I'm not gonna say. I've got friends on Facebook go, oh, Q. Like, they weren't posting about that 2 years ago, but all of a sudden, everyone's against Q, even though you didn't warn me against them.
I was never for Q. I just thought it was a load of rubbish.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of people do like it or are hopeful, but Q's telling the truth.
I like that. For Q. Like, fuck you. Sorry. Yeah, no, I don't believe anything, man. But I'll tell you what, they spread out some good information. Do you know even in Australia, our I think he was our immigration minister, Peter Dutton. He's now got coronavirus, man. Like, seriously. And he's a freaky looking dude. You can look at these people. I'll probably get arrested tomorrow for what I'm saying. But mate, there's a lot of people. They've named a lot of people that were you know, James Allen, you know, that guy, that Greek guy in America, like, has that pizza gate, you know, all that stuff.
Right. Well,
Have you
carry
looked,
on.
have you looked into that?
Pizzagate.
Yeah.
I think the whole thing's a Pizzagate. Everything's a
Yeah.
Pizzagate.
Q was the first people to show us Pizzagate. I didn't know about Pizzagate, man. I didn't even know it came from Q. But what I'm realizing now is that maybe these people are, maybe there are white hats. I'm hoping, Karen, I'm hoping that there are people, like, let's say you're in the military and you're high up in the military and you see that this government is being controlled by really dark people. Would you do anything? I would. I'd change sides. I'd go, mate, I'll get these guys one day. Have you ever said that to anyone? I'll get you one day. Because that's what's happening. It's happening on a worldwide scale where I reckon, so what I reckon is going to sound like a conspiracy theory, and it is. And it is, actually. This is my theory. I reckon there's a really friggin' big war happening right now that we are not privy to. We don't know. We don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
What if it's a us against them thing? And what about the guys that have been controlling the world for so long have gone, man, we're going to step. This is the end time. This is tribulation. This is like Revelation, the last chapter of the Bible. I don't know, but what I reckon, it could be. It could be. It could be. And I'll go with that. I'm happy to go with that, man. I don't know.
Sorry, I've got my shopping now. I'm just putting it in my car. I've got shopping.
What did you get? What did you get? What did you get?
I don't know. I just bought loads. I don't know. I just got some. You know, the basics. 4 bags of shopping.
Oh, good on you, mate. Good on you. And that's what you should do, just the basics, right? And never went and put out in Australia. You know, did you know they showed, hey, Karen, I'm disgusted. Oh, excuse me. I burped while I was talking. I'm disgusted at this, right? Because we had 3 military warships from China docked into Sydney Harbour 2 days ago, 3 days ago. Did you see that?
What's that, Billy?
We had 3 military warships from China docked.
Yeah, this is why I'm putting this video out. It's been going on. Hard News TV 2. She put a video out earlier on, which I'm mirroring. Saying that she's thinking that we've gone to, you know, we're in a war.
Absolutely unbelievable.
It's just not the war. It's just not the war we think it is. It's just a different kind of war.
Because our government here in Australia, in the news, said 3 Chinese warships made a surprise visit to Australia. So 3 warships, surprise? You don't have those words mingled into one sentence together. Never. Oh, we got surprised by 3 warships. What the heck is going on? And did you see what they did? They loaded their ships up with stock, including those baby formulas that all the Chinese people have been raping our supermarkets, but we can't talk about because we're afraid of being racistly judged. I'm just disgusted. I'm disgusted.
We don't really know what's going on.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. Everyone's been speculating. It's a world of speculation because we'll see at the end. We'll find out who's the good guy, who's the bad guy, or do we get taken over by a really bad guy? I don't know.
Well, the way I see it is people like Trump and Boris are just the frontmen for the corporate businesses that are running everything. And they're the actors that the media put out. And in it, there's loads of people in it. Judges, just loads of people in it. They making, you know, the news is like Dynasty, Dallas, EastEnders. It's all part of the same thing. Once you realise and look at it, and a lot of people on my channel have been looking that none of them are real, then we're just in a fake reality.
Absolutely, Karen. And you know, we don't even know, as you said, we don't know what's going on. We can only speculate. We've actually never known what's going on. They control everything. They control the skies, the food, the water, the land, the military, like, you know, and now uh, our livelihood. It's and people are just, you know, I see my friends, some of them commenting, and they're trying to break free. They're trying to share truth with their friends, and then their friends, oh no, you sound like a conspiracy theorist. Like, get the if you are not a conspiracy theorist right now,
We're the truthers, because we
something wrong
don't
with
know everything that's going on. We can't give all the answers, but we've been trying to tell people that something's been really wrong for a really long time.
yes, absolutely. And some people are coming on board. Like, man, even my in-laws and everyone. It's funny now. It's funny.
Well, do you know what? In my feed box the other day came up Spanish flu of 1918, which I'd never heard of before. And basically, a third of the population died. They were bleeding from their eyes and their mouth and all that, whatever that was. It could have got you in 12 hours. They never talked about a world recession. It would have been a
Wow.
world recession then.
What was that on, Karen?
Just look up Spanish flu of 1918. 1918.
Do you know why they called it the Spanish flu?
Go on then. Why?
Because Spain was the first country to announce it.
Oh, yes, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, it was everywhere, and they were the first ones to go, hey, something's going on. But at the same time, if you look up this guy, it's called this book, and some good videos. It's called The Invisible Rainbow. So 1918 was when they introduced the new radio wave. It might have been it was I can't remember, sorry. It's I'll tell you what, I've been up all night and it's 7:45 in the morning right now.
Well, Billy, you've done really well.
Yeah, they can literally associate every plague to when a new electromagnetic frequency was introduced into Earth. And now we've got 5G, and that's what these guys are researching. Because in between coronavirus news, all you're going to see is 5G commercials right now. So they're going, oh, coronavirus, oh, it's bad. This many people died. Oh, let's cut to a break. Oh, 5G is going to give you faster this. Come on, there's something going on. They are. I hope the deep state is defeated, whoever they are. I hope we defeat them. I don't want anyone else to defeat them. I don't need Trump. I don't need anyone. You know who we need, Karen? You, truth warriors like you and me and everyone else that's going to go out and get these guys. We've been doing it all along. We don't need new people to come along and save us. Over to you.
Sorry, my button got stuck. Yeah, well, we're all hoping that we're going to get a different society now, aren't we?
No, I don't want it. I always wanted a different society, actually, Karen. I don't like this. I don't like this control mechanism that we're living in.
It gives you that sort of feeling in your stomach, doesn't it? You get the your stomach goes round and round because you don't know what's going on.
Yeah, but do we need new controllers, new people to take over our paradigm? And I trust you now. Hand me out some money and look after me. Like, I'm worried about this, to be honest, mate. Our government has never given out money here. They hate dole bludgers. All of a sudden, dole bludgers have doubled their income, and I've lost all of mine. What the heck is that about? I've been working, haven't relied on government resources for like 23 years now. Oh, they actually gave me some funding for one of my businesses in 2002. But what? I don't get it. I'm not buying anything right now. Especially when you see, Karen, I think you're on mute. Especially when you get all these
yeah, sorry, I'm putting my shopping away quickly.
Cool. Tell us. As you're putting away, tell us what you got. No, don't. You get raided by Do you have toilet paper? I haven't seen toilet paper at the supermarkets here in Australia for I reckon about a month. I've not seen toilet paper. I get delivered toilet paper, but I haven't seen it. Anyway.
I'm quite lucky. My daughter works in. What's it like in Tesco's, Ellie? Is it busy? Yeah. Is it busy in Tesco's? Ellie's got the jobs we want. Ellie works. Well, she's not a till person, but she works for Tesco's.
Nice.
Yeah, it's mine. You're not having any. That's what you did to me the other day. She didn't give me any bacon. Yeah, she's got one of the jobs that we all want. She works in Tesco's, like I said.
See, times have changed, haven't they?
Yeah, Ellie, you've got the career. I've got nothing.
I know. Anyone that works in the supermarkets right now, it's like, oh my god, you work at a supermarket. If you're working,
she's got the choice job.
Yeah, if you're a lawyer right now, we don't need you.
So the other day you went to bed thinking, well, I'm not looking for one of those jobs, and now you think, I want one of those jobs.
I know. I'll pack shelves right now.
Yeah, sorry, I hope it's not too noisy. I'm just putting my shopping away, everybody.
Oh, I love it. I'm enjoying it.
You still need mayonnaise and milk then? Okay.
I'm hearing this cracking of shopping. I love it.
Yeah, I've got sausages and mince and cheese and biscuits and pizzas and chips. Yeah, the chips though, they were the cheapest ones. Never mind.
You're teasing me right now.
Yeah, well, I didn't get any food. I went away weekend before not last weekend, the weekend before. Then all my job said, not working, don't want you, don't need. So I didn't buy any food last week. So it's been a bit bleak for me.
It's crazy times, but you know what? It's going to make us stronger.
I just pray that we come out of this better, but it's just a bit alarming when you see, are we at World War III? Are we going to be a cashless society? There's other things going on here, isn't there? There's just other things going on.
I don't know. I reckon.
Oh, I know. He didn't get salad. I was going to make a little list for my daughter because she was so thick, but she works in Tesco. He didn't get salad, but I'm sure I ordered milk, but never mind.
I kind of think humans may band together in a different way after this.
No, I just think, my sons don't even want to give me a kiss. Oh no, stay away, coronavirus.
That's what my mum did yesterday. I was so she want to do the foot thing, I was like, Mum, and I gave her a kiss. Like, no way. Because you know what? I reckon after this, Karen, so, I know I've been in stages of my life where I thought I was going to die. It's like, oh my God, that's going to happen. I'm sick. I've actually been sick and, you think you're going to die. And when you realize you're not, mate, you live, right? So what if the whole world collectively realized that and they went, we're all going to die. But then after this, we all collectively realize, hey, it's okay. There are two things that could happen. We all become more selfish and stock up, or we all say, hey, we're here for a short time, man, and no one really knows. Let's help each other. And I hope it's
right now, Billy, we've all got to go with the flow, haven't we? There's nothing else we can do. We've just got to go with this.
Yeah. And, even my parents, like, man, they're stocked up. They got, we don't have a freezer. They got the freezer thing and, we don't even, but, and Dad's like, oh, yeah, I could survive for 3 months. And, it's like, would you want to survive for 3 months right now? And other people died after a month? I won't. I'd rather share what I have. So that's where I'm going with this. And I hope the whole world sort of realizes that who cares? So let's say that, and it's the end of the world, and you live 3 months longer than me. Are you going to see anything better than I did? You're going to see worse. Do you get that? Do you get that notion? Like, imagine you live longer to see the end of the world. Do you really want it? That's dark. I'm sorry. I'm in a very, even my wife says, like, man, she's watching things, and I come in and tell her about Corona. It's like, she doesn't want to hear it. Tell me about your shopping, Karen.
I'm just trying to fit a few things in my freezer. Just trying to
Well,
work out how I do it.
I knew it. I knew
Trying to fit.
it.
I've got a freezer that I had stuff in, but I don't know. I've got to clear it out, but it might come in quite handy right now because we've got, with food shortages and stuff. But I'm just trying to fit my pizzas and chips in the freezer.
Yep. Logistics. Logistics. Yeah, me too. That's what we did, and we're stocked. But if the electricity goes off, and if the internet goes out, I'll send you my number. I give Can I share my number? I swear, I don't even care, because we probably won't even be able to do mobile communication during a shutdown. Do you still have a landline, Karen?
I do, Billy. I do, but I don't know what's going to happen. They keep talking about that, don't they? That they're going to shut us down.
I reckon it'd be pretty cool. It'd be like 1980, 1970 all over again. You probably see kids. I've actually heard more children in my neighborhood, playing, and I drove down the Peen Highway, or the main highway along my road, a few days ago. There was some little girls. I was with my wife, and there's little girls chalk drawing on the footpath. And as I drove past, I saw them. Then coming back the other way, I beeped at them, and they all, even with their parents, they were like beeped at me, because the kids were outside doing different things. And I don't know, maybe this will change the world and take us back to a, more family unit, if you like. I don't know anything.
Well, they sometimes say no pain, no gain, but when we don't know where we're going, it's a bit weird, really, isn't it?
That's good. That's good. Yeah, and even with no pain, no gain, you don't know where you're going. Am I doing this for nothing? And I actually don't know, Karen. But it's good to chat with you, because I reckon that it's a worldwide thing, and that's what I realize. Like, we've got people all around the world, and I'm so glad I've got friends like you all around, from across the pond that I can chat with. And did you see that video?
Yeah, you can find out what's going on in the UK. Karen's putting her chips in the freezer.
Did you see the video I had on my channel a few days ago? I uploaded on my channel a few days ago, and it showed a friend of mine in Italy. He went into a hospital, and he defied all their laws, because they say don't come in with the camera, blah blah blah. But he held it down, and then he goes and he shows it all around the frigging hospital, and it's empty. And you know what? I've had my channel for quite a few years, and I've never in one day had 2,600 views. I think that's where it's sitting within a couple of days.
Wow, well done. I didn't, but about 300 or 400 people have watched it. I copied it, Billy. I put a note on your channel that I copied it.
Thank you. Because it's quite surprising that a lot of people were sort of asking the same questions, like even our own hospitals. And now we're getting, people reporting that they're installing 5G under the guise of this thing. I don't know, man. I'm just not happy, to be honest. Not happy with all this. The news never mentions anything about 5G or potential vaccinated people that have coronavirus injected into them. So if you've had the vaccine, if you've had a flu vaccine the last couple of years, you have coronavirus. Did you know that?
I got the chips in. I'm leaving the garage now.
Did you know that?
Oh, actually, I want one of the pizzas. I'm going to have pizza for dinner. I know it's not the best food, but right now that's what my son could get. So
I would have a pizza right now too. Don't worry. Give me pizza. I think you're muted, Karen.
I'm here. Sorry, I'm here. I'm just shutting my garage door. I'm coming out of the garage. My hands are freezing now from being in the freezer.
It's good. I'm getting used to this, because I can see when you are muted or not. So anyway, I'm just talking. But there's something. Do you reckon there's something sinister going on, Karen? That's all I'm going to ask.
Yes.
Yeah, And I've got friends
Yeah.
who are not conspiracy theorists, and they're saying the same thing.
Yes, there's something bad going on at the moment.
You do not shut down worldwide economies over this. So what are they doing?
Yeah, there's such a lack of. I'm not being horrible. If people looked up about how many people a year died of flu, then they'd see that what they're doing. I just don't know what they're doing. Is it a cashless society they're going to? Because obviously you can't touch the notes. They could also have the germ on them. So that means they've got reasons why they don't have the money. And there's all this stuff going on. Like, I just don't know. We're all looking. We're all trying to find the truth.
But I empathize with those people, and I, understand where they're coming from. To say, this could be a wave. So apparently flu goes in a wave, and that's why they want to flatten the curve. Like, yeah.
Yeah, but so many people lost their jobs, Billy.
I know.
This isn't just a case. What they've done now is by closing these businesses, and next week more businesses will go out of thing. Then the week after it'll be more. Then they won't be there when we come back. The place is not going to look the same. I don't know how the bigger ones do. Like obviously the food ones like Tesco. They're okay.
Maybe so it's not.
What about all the clothes shops? Who's going to be buying clothes for a few weeks?
Unreal.
It's everything. It's every level that you go on.
Unreal. I just, we've never seen anything like this before. And our governments have never collectively reacted like this before. So that's what concerns me, that, you might get one country that says, oh, yeah, all right.
We did. We got the same thing in 1918, but that only came up in my feed box the other day.
100 years ago, but that was also at a time of war. Like we had World War I, and then following World War II. And if you think about it, they destroyed all the Tartarian buildings at that very time. In World War I, they destroyed everything. And if you look at the correlation, and not saying correlation is causation, but if you look at in 1918, and there are experts that announced this, at the very same time when the Spanish influenza broke out, there were people, and I didn't even know about this like a month ago, or maybe two, that at the very same time there was a new radioactive signal that was introduced, that was beamed around our Earth or over the Earth or whatever. If you're a ball earther or a flat earther, I don't really care. But they reckon that was a major trigger. Again, 1940, they introduced a new radio wave. On a flu outbreak, because our bodies are made of, have you looked into this? So we are electric, right? So we are, our bodies are, and when they introduce a new electric field over the Earth, it actually impacts us, even though every news channel would tell you not. There's more than we know, actually. So now when 4G was introduced, we had a new outbreak. When 3G was, we had a new one. 5G, oh no, it's just the government. No, not buying it. There's more. You know it. You're on pause. Tell me what you think.
I think they're putting in fiber optics. That's what I think they're doing.
Yeah, and fiber
it's maybe. It's not. It's indirectly 5G, but it might be the fiber optics. And when I was married years ago to an electrician, he went for some courses on fiber optics, and they said that it would take people years to understand what fiber optics is because of the capabilities that you can do with it.
100%, and there's so many different nodes. There's so many different levels of it. So, a friend of mine is a telecommunications engineer that installed some of the first telecommunications towers, or 3G towers, in Australia, because we went from analog to digital. With analog signals, if you consider what analog is like waveform. It's like watching a wave in an ocean.
Billy, I think something else happened.
Let me
a few years ago when they made us digital. We didn't go digital because the quality on the television is so bad.
Yeah,
it's so bad, the quality. And so how could we be going digital? something. I don't know what they did to us a few years ago.
All right. So I'm just going to finish what I was saying. So when we went from analog was waveform with analog phones, right? And if you look at this, you can Google this, man. Like analog is waveform, like a wave over the ocean. A wave is never square shaped, right? In bit form, in zeros and ones. A wave is not zeros and ones. It's a wave. It actually has this pattern, a paternal thing that's happening from the like pattern of life, the paternal one. So then they introduced, then we went from analog to digital. Digital is square form, zeros and ones, 0, 1, 0, and it affects our system, our ions, our mate, listen, go Google this. Australian guy steals tank and crashes into mobile phone towers. Something like that. It was my friend in Australia. He's the guy that installed the first telecommunications tower in Australia for the military. He realized it was, after spread throughout the Sydney Basin, it was affecting people. We're getting damaged by this system. But if I say that, I'm the bad guy. Whatever. I'm showing him this stuff now. I'm sending him stuff on 5G, and he's not going to go and knock down some towers.
Billy, all I hope is that the world wakes up.
Okay, I'll finish this. He's not going to go knock down some towers, but he is going to take this to Commonwealth level, because there's a Commonwealth of Australia scientists, and he's not going to sit on his hands on this matter, and neither should anyone. Don't give your children 5G. That's all I tell my friends now. Let the politicians use 5G. Let them use it for 2 months, and we'll see. Do you get me, Karen? I'm just trying to do logic here. I don't care.
Yeah, I do, but I just don't know what to make. I just, even though I know most things are lies, it's still quite unsettling, isn't it?
100%, mate. 100%.
Because you know something's happening and there's nothing you can do.
And what about and we're young, we got, thought and research. What about my parents or your parents that they don't get on the internet and they can't see alternative viewpoints? So they're tripping, mate. People are tripping right now.
I said to my mum, Billy, the other day I said to my mum, I told you something was going to happen, didn't I? I didn't think it would be this quick, but I told you. I said it all wrapped into the same thing. And then my mum was sort of just basically saying, I wish you'd respect our views, because they believe that they're spinning on a globe. And when you actually think about it, going at Mach 80, spinning around space, that we don't know where we're going and we're floating through space, that sounds a lot more alarming to me than a stationary object.
As it appears, like, in Melbourne right now, I tell you what, I'm looking out my garage and there's not a single leaf on the tree moving. And it feels like we're not spinning at that speed. But you can't, I don't know. You can't tell people the truth, apparently. You can't speak your mind. You can't question science. And in my opinion, question everything. And if someone tells you not to question it, then question it even more. And it's as simple as that. I'm not going to just accept.
The biggest thing that people have to realise is get a glass of water. The water stays level. Underneath is concave. The water is level on top. We don't have different shorelines. The plane sets its gyroscope in one country and lands on the other one at the same level.
Absolutely, Karen. And if you get water and you then put it in a sink, it'll be level. And if you put it in a bathtub, it'll be level. Put it in a swimming pool, it'll be level. Put it in a lake, it'll be level. Put it in the ocean, which covers 70, and the seas that cover 70% of our Earth, is it level? Well, but people say gravity at that point. Gravity, and they don't even know what gravity means. Like, the best scientists in the world, and drop something on the ground, I'll give you that for gravity, but nothing more. Because I agree, the gravity means weight, and if something falls, it's due to its wait, has to go down because which way else do you want to go? Anyway, I digress. All yours, Chicky babe.
You know, something else as well that people don't seem to think. You know, if you've got a tennis ball and you fill it with water and you spin it around, what's going to happen? The water's going to spin off. But on the same place we're living, gravity keeps all that water stuck to the ball and we're spinning round.
Absolutely.
It's ridiculous.
Absolutely. And apparently,
It's
maybe
ridiculous. If you can't get up to a tennis ball, how's tons and tons of water going to stick to it?
Absolutely, Karen. And you know what? Me being in Australia, apparently I'm upside down, but it not only affects gravitational pull and boats going upside down, planes not realizing they're going over the ball, but it affects my senses. It tells me this gravity, oh, I'm not upside down. I know when I'm upside down and spinning around. I bet you every human. Anyway, far out. I just like-minded people. I like people that question things, Karen, to be honest, and that's what I want my parents to never stop doing.
Me too, Billy.
Questioning the world where they live. And I'm trying to break, I thought I had them. I thought I had my parents, like, at a point where, they're not living on a spinning ball. Yep, they know that. They didn't come from Greece and the ship went upside down because of gravity. Yeah. This, whatever. But now they're right into this coronavirus thing. And I'm like, I don't blame them because they're elderly and I'd be scared shitless too. Karen, you're on mute. Don't leave me. I can't do this on my own.
I'm just quickly tidying up downstairs. Sorry, everybody. I've been doing a bit of housework and putting my shopping away and getting my dinner on as the dinner came.
What time is it are you in London or Birmingham?
Not too far. I'm about 45 minutes from 45 minutes from Heathrow. 45 minutes from Heathrow.
No way.
It's
I
9
wrote
o'clock.
that in my book. I did, because Max lands at Heathrow International Airport and then catches a ride and that's cool. I've never been to England, but I want to come one day if they let me. Do you reckon they'll let me ever leave the
you
world?
can come and see me, Billy.
Do it. And is your son in Australia right now?
Yeah, he is. He's quite a bit worried because obviously you're a couple of weeks behind us, really, as it goes. But yeah, and he's living in like we've got a place down the road called Brighton Hove and Rottingdean. I think he lives in a place in Australia called Rottingdean.
Where's that? In Adelaide or no?
Down there. There was Brighton, Hove, Woodingdean, whatever it is. Woodingdean or Rottingdean, I can't remember now.
We have Brighton in Adelaide, we have Brighton in Melbourne, and we have Brighton in Sydney. So which one? Because Brighton was
Adelaide.
Famous explorer.
It's the Adelaide one.
The Adelaide is in my wife, Adelaide. Yeah,
cool. My son, he lives at Adelaide area, I think. He doesn't live in Sydney. It's Adelaide.
Well, I've got loads of Adelaide friends. My wife was born in Adelaide, so if you ever need some help, man, just reach out, like PM me, and I'll be glad to help him. Because I've got really good friends in Adelaide that, like, mate, they are such gold-hearted people that they would go and help him any day. So your son is like my son. Let's look after each other. That's all we're going to do.
Oh, that's very nice, Billy. Billy, we've been going probably for about, I had to dash out and get my shopping. We've been going for about an hour. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about today?
Oh, Karen, I'm just so glad to be able to chat with someone from the other side of the pond. And, this is really special.
Well, at the moment, I'm still here.
Yeah, good on you, mate. Good on you. And I love hearing your shopping, being back to work.
Yeah, we do need a few things. We need milk, I don't know. My son was getting an order. Maybe they only gave him his. Maybe he forgot. But we need milk, mayonnaise, and it was something else. But anyway.
Wow, I just realized that your son is in Brighton in Adelaide, and that was not far from where I got married many, many years ago now. 28 years ago. Like literally down the road. Have you ever heard him talk about Glenelg Beach? Glenelg?
I don't know. He only moved in a few weeks ago.
Ask him about Glenelg Beach. It's awesome, but you know, I hope he doesn't get locked down soon. Far out.
I just still think it's really crazy that it came from China across, but you're getting it now. It's not what they say it is. This is something else.
We know it, man. We know it. And, you know, and that's what I was saying before. Even even the adversary, these people are like, no, you're a conspiracy theorist, mate. Even they are like going, hey, there's something going on. Because we have never, I know, deep state.
They've been ramping it up for ages. Because don't forget, the news kind of goes, we had Brexit, so England gets its shores back. Then we had the stupid impeachment thing where Hillary's playing, well, I think she's part of Nancy Pelosi and numbers on her throat and all this going on. And then we get into this. No peace for the wicked.
I know.
No peace for the wicked.
I'm so excited, to be honest, mate, because we're
hoping we can come out of this much better.
Oh, me too.
Somehow.
Have you heard of deep state?
Yeah.
Deep state, like the deep state. You know, we always knew, like, oh, there's a government beneath our government that's running shit. They're called the deep state, Karen. So, hey, what if there are people in so let's say you're in military in Australia, and you're like, man, I'm not seeing things go good. These guys are taking over. Would you switch sides? I would. So I'm going to give you a bit of hope right now. Maybe there's something happening we don't know. Maybe there's worldwide arrests. Maybe they shut down all the borders around the world just so people couldn't escape. Yeah? Think about this. What would you do if you were shutting shit down? I would shut down the borders. I wouldn't let you travel. I wouldn't let Tom Hanks come to Australia then leave. You're gone, buddy. Go look at the list I showed you.
Do you really believe all that, though, about Tom Hanks?
Do you want me? Let me read some of the lists. I've got them on my computer right now, if you don't mind. Here's some of the people that have been arrested. That have got coronavirus, not arrested. Excuse me, I said the wrong word. They got coronavirus. Tom Hanks, Rita Wilson, Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert, Sophie Gregor Trudeau, wife of Canadian Prime Minister, Augustin de Romane, CEO of Paris Airports, Fabio Washington, who was he? Brazil President, Communications Chief, Peter Dutton, he's in Australia, Australian Minister for Home Affairs. How the friggin' hell did he get it? I'm only up to number 9. Irene Montero, Spain's Equality Minister. Nadine Diores, British Health Minister. And mate, you got to see the last part of this was amazing. I'm gonna jump to number 50. I'm gonna jump to number 48. Santiago Abascal, leader of the Vox Spanish Nationalist Party, French Minister, New York lawmaker, Spanish Prime Minister, Pedro Sanchez's wife. These are people that got coronavirus.
Ellen DeGeneres as well, isn't she on there?
I can't comment on her because I don't know. She's not on this list.
Okay.
Yeah, but I won't comment. We've got popes, Italian President of Central Lazio.
Yeah,
Seven Vatican priests have died? Do you get this? Really? 7 Vatican. So the Vatican City, let me Google population of Vatican City. Population of Vatican City is 1,000 people and 7 people have died. What? You know the statistics are now triggered beyond extreme because 7 of 1,000? Oh my God, that means for every 1,000 people in Australia, 7 are going to die.
Yeah, I
What?
saw when they were giving those figures.
You realize
Boris was.
and what if I told you that all of those 7 were pedophiles and they coincidentally died? Hey, man.
Listen, Boris, when he was announcing the stuff here, he said that they said like 1 in 100,000 is going to get it.
Do you ever
In America, they were announcing that thousands and thousands of people get flu every year in January. Before the corona thing. Before the corona thing, and that 4,500 people die on average from flu a year. So please get it in perspective, guys.
Exactly. So 7 out of 1,000, and they were all pedophiles. Like, I'm sorry for saying that word.
They came in too quick, didn't they? Because if they were warning us we were going to close down,
sure.
It would have been different. But they just did it. They just closed everything down.
And it's quite odd that we've been wanting for these guys to go down for years, but now there's a group who potentially could bring them down. I don't care what you call them, QPSTRE. I don't really care. Call them Z. Call them the Z movement, like me, Ziggy. Yeah, I'll I don't care what you call them. Q, A, B, C. Q is for questioning. And have you seen? Oh my God! Do you know JFK Jr.? His memorial was a big Q symbol. Have you seen that? And what if he's still alive? What if he didn't die? Because
all these people aren't who you think they are anyway. But Billy, we've been going for an hour and 20 minutes. It's about a good time to end a hangout.
Love it.
Is there anything else you want to add in there? Any more names or anything else you'd like to say?
No. Apart from the fact that I love chatting with you every time we do.
Oh, the time's gone really quickly.
Hasn't it? I could chat with you for 5 hours. Easy peasy.
There's too much to talk about, Billy.
Oh no, that's it. Because I reckon after this point, people lose it anyway. Like, who is this guy? You know what I'm going to say? I'm going to finish up with, go and research everything we've said. Karen and I have just speculated. So I want everyone to go and research from being an independent reporter. If you want to know the truth, don't rely on either me or Karen. Go and research things yourself. That's the only thing I have to say, Karen. How was that?
Yeah, that's a good way to end it, Billy. That's a really good way to end it. Billy, it has been amazing. We've gone through quite a few things, and it's because you're in another part of this place we live. It's good to connect, and you know that we're still here. Glad to know you're okay. Yeah, thank you for the chat. Obviously, we've had a bit of a topic here, haven't we, where we are today?
I know.
So I call the hangout that. So I put where we are today. So we call the hangout. What do you want to call the hangout?
Just call it all over the place. I don't know what you'd call it, but yeah, no, that's good. And I heard what you said about being able to connect with other people across the world, and this is special actually. And I hope we never ever lose this, because man, if they could take one thing away from us, is being able to do this, and that would hurt. Because I love your channel and I love watching.
Well, I know. I think they're taking masses away from us as we speak, but we don't really know how it's all going to pan out at the moment.
And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with it, Karen. I let it be. I love this right now.
Yeah, only because there's thousands of us involved in this now. Thousands of people have lost their job. They can't just do things. They're going to have to set up measures, because next week thousands more people lose their jobs.
Let them, Karen. The rich are losing more than us, right? They have lost so much. Show me a rich friend waving their hand at you right now, going, here's some money.
That's
and
what
some.
I'm saying to you. You'd go to bed as a businessman, but yesterday you'd have wanted to have woken up working at Tesco's. So who's got the better job? My daughter right now.
I've got cousins who are millionaires in Melbourne. They're probably worth like 10, 15, 20 million dollars, and I've got shit right now. But I've not heard one phone call from them going, Do you want me to help you? Nah, let them take their money to the grave, is what I say. Because, you know, it is said, and it was written long ago that, you know, you are who you are right now. And this is it, man. Did I tell you? You know it. You know
Billy, we've been going for nearly an hour and a half now. I feel that we're on our own.
Yeah.
I know they're telling us to go to our houses and everything, but we're on our own. People don't realise we're on our own. There's no one going to save us.
And this is the true essence of you learning about yourself when you're on your own, not when you got, oh, God. My dad used to say, he probably still does, like he's still alive. He goes, you should count your friends on one hand. Isn't that so true? Blah. Love you, Karen.
Oh, well, Billy, we'll say goodbye for the hangout, but we'll say goodbye afterwards. But for the hangout, thank you very much. Billy from Australia, thank you very much. And to chat room. Thank you.
And to all of you, this has been awesome. Love you.
Yay. Thank you, Billy. Bye, everybody.